let's get this one back. That's a nice little eating size walleye. You know, folks, welcome to this week's Alexandria area fishing report. And the Alexandria area has lakes loaded with fish of that size and even bigger. And right now, it's summer peak. By that I mean the summer bite, the end of June bite is happening right now. In fact, this past week, we've put great numbers of fish in the boat, a lot of eaters like that, and a bunch of overs. By overs, I mean fish over 20 inches. So it's happening right now. Two keys. Number one, I'm using a little more speed in my presentation than a lot of folks. I'm using a heavy bottom bouncer. I'm pulling a crawler harness and a night crawler about 1 mile an hour, covering a lot of water, so that's been important. The type of structures that we're fishing in, we're fishing several different lakes in the Alex area, but the type of structures that we're fishing is we're fishing the edges of shoreline flats, particularly big flats that jut out into the main lake, or even some offshore structure. But that structure that heads out into deep water, we're targeting the drop-off edges. A lot of those edges are in, say, 18 to 23 feet. Look for points and turns or something different that's congregating the walleyes. But that speedy presentation not only triggers bites, but allows you to cover water and find fish. The other key this week has been fishing the windy side of the lake. We've got clear water in a lot of our lakes in the Alexandria area, and so that wind does two things. Number one, it pushes the bait fish into those structures, which gathers the walleyes. It also breaks up the light penetration, so it makes them bite a little better as well. So cover some water using a speedy approach and target those windy side of the lakes, and you can get in on a great walleye bite right now. But this isn't going to last long, at least not this peak. We'll still have good fishing, but if you want to get in the peak, it's on right now. If you like chasing bass, that deep weed line jigworm bite like we talked about is happening as well. It's kind of peaking for that as well. The crappies and bluegills now are out on those deep weed lines as well, and they're biting in a lot of lakes too. So right now, the bite is on in the Alexandria area lakes. Get out and enjoy, and we'll see you again next week.